All right, we're gonna start the stream in like a minute. But I wanted to do an audio test like this. Uh, so, but unlike normal streams, this will go into the archive because I'm not recording locally. I'm just going to download the VOD and then send the VOD out. So if you're hearing this, you can let me know in the chat if you need more volume from me, less volume from me, or whatever. Pretty muffled, says Lashbrook. Lashbrook is saying that the audio is muffled, and that's not good. But we'll do an audio test here, saying pretty muffled. Okay, well, let me go in and let's try that. How do I sound like this? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me through the microphone, if that's sounding better now. I don't know if it would, but we'll do a live audio test here before we go live in person. So I'm not going to edit this video once I same really, says Lashbrook. That's awful. This has been such a nightmare to do that it would have been nice if this worked. Because my microphone worked the last time I did this, when I was in New York, it was fine. But
try that. How's that sound? Oh, that's way too loud, huh? That's probably way too loud. I'm gonna look in chat here. Lashbrook, is this way too loud? Because you're the person that's responding. Ghost Val gave me an emote, which thank you. A lot better, but yes, loud. Okay, great. So let's go and turn down the decibels on this. I'm now speaking quieter than I was, but I'm going to go in and take down the decibels down to, let's go to 0. Let's try that. Let's see how that sounds. I'm going to ask you now, folks, how do I sound after making that change? I switched to a different way to process this microphone, which hopefully will be better, and I would love to hear from you if it is. I'm not going to record locally because that might screw everything up. Harold is raiding with a party of 1. Thank you, Harold, for the raid. I don't have notifications turned on because I'm on my laptop. Lashbrook says same volume. So it is still too loud probably. All right, let's do this. I am now talking to the microphone now, and we'll see if that sounds good. If you'd like a little more, a little less, welcome, Harold. You know what? Let's go live so you can see my beautiful face, my disheveled face. We'll go here. Hi, everybody. Hello. The lighting in here is very white, and that is not going to be changeable. That is non-negotiable, friends. But let me know. I'm throwing the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote and the Tier 2 Blue emote. If you would like a little more volume from me, a little less volume from me, now's a great time to let people know. This is the webcam that comes with my laptop that I am using right now. Fun fact, in order for this to be at a height where you can see all of my face, um, it's on two towels that are folded up. It's just on two towels. I got two big old hotel towels stacked because there's no other box in this room for this to rest on. Also, let's see, Lashbrook, thank you for the help with that. Harold, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I did make it to Philadelphia okay, so I am here and happy to be here. Lashbrook says, yes, he was good to me. Are we going to keep audio like this? If you need adjustments in audio, please let me know. Ghost Valve is here. Hello, Ghost Valve. And Aristophan is here. Hello, Aristophan. Let me ask, the Two Towels is my favorite Lord of the Rings book. You know what? I should actually, while I'm thinking of it, I should take a photo of this setup so that everyone can see what I had to do to get this to work, and I'll tweet it after the fact. There is this setup. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, my chair makes a squeaky noise. That's not fun. Sharks2K also said that, and welcome, Sharks2K. Happy to have you here. Lord Crashton, welcome. Happy to have you here. We are currently at 39 out of 40 subscribers, so the hunt is on. We're always looking to get to 40 subscribers. If you would like to be the first person to gift a sub this month and take over the gift sub leaderboard, you could do that. Actually, never mind. We are now at 40 subscribers. Nice new background. Thank you, Lord Crashton. I'm currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in a hotel room, an unnamed hotel room. Um, you can see the lovely pillows back there, and many pieces of art. Somebody renewed their subscription, so that's awesome. That means we can take these away, and then we'll do that when we go to the overhead. We'll take that away too, but I'm not doing that yet. Um, it was Sharks 2K saying, it's my birthday, and what better way to celebrate than getting Pat to 40 subs? It is not this last work. We are Aristofan throwing in the emotes in. Let's all throw the emotes in. Thank you, Sharks 2K. I do not have my stream deck with me, so I cannot do cool sounds. Undisclosed Bear Cave. So the idea is the Bear Cave is an ever moving target. It is wherever I need it to be. So this is the Bear Cave. It's just not the South Carolina Bear Cave that I normally come to you from. This is the Bear Cave that exists here in Philadelphia for PAX Unplugged, which, despite what it says on my Twitter display name, I am at, not soon. Soon would imply that I'm not there yet. I am here. It's just I can't update my display name because of Elon Musk. I'm hoping they launch the thing again, which will make it so that people can change their names if you're verified. Because I'm not pay $8 verified. I'm somebody who was a Twitter employee at some point approved me as a verified account for some reason, and I don't know why, but they did. The orbiting underground bear cave, indeed. So what's tonight's agenda? Well, we're going to talk about my trip. We're going to talk about some anime because, believe it or not, even though I did not watch anything today, I did watch a bunch of anime yesterday, and I can talk about those shows, which will be great because there's no stream on Saturday because I'm away. And so when I come back on Monday, I will be talking about the anime that I watched all weekend, which I'll probably I think Sunday I'm not really going to PAX Unplugged. I think Sunday I'm just going to be here and I'm going to hook my my laptop up to the TV and just watch anime all day. And it'll just be a personal day. Yes, Nala Rose is still, her Twitter display name is still TBS Champion. There were a few people who in November kept their Halloween name for fun, like Keith Lee, speaking of wrestlers, and is stuck with that. Is Spooky Lee. That's still a thing. we're also here to build a Lego set, which is an odd thing to say, but it's true. I have a very cute, fun Lego set that we're going to build. Let's go to the overhead, and we can take off these because we did hit 40. Um, so this surface is unfortunately reflective, and the lighting is white instead of yellow. That's an unfortunate situation that we all find ourselves in. Um, but I'm sorry, there we go. But that's the truth. That's just where we're at. Um, and let's see. Okay, great. So here's my hands. I'm coming in at an angle because I'm here, and you get it. I have a webcam on a tripod, and I'm doing my best. This table is narrow and long and not wide. In a perfect world, I would have my tripod behind my laptop, tall, and then zoomed in really tight. But this is not a perfect world, and this is where we're at. Um, and we're building LEGO Wolverine Mech Armor. The LEGO Wolverine Mech Armor is what we're working on here. So first thing first, we got to build Wolverine because Wolverine is going to ride this mech armor, as you can see in the photo. Um, uh, so we'll put this here. You may remember that I did a stream when I was in New York. I did not build on that stream. It was just a check-in stream. I showed off the stuff that I had bought and we hung out. This is going to actually be a build stream, which I'm happy to say. And that's mainly because I'm also not streaming on Saturday, so I wanted to have something. If you're like, Pat, how does Wolverine have claws in this one? Well, these are claws they hold. I'll do this. I'll just do a physical zoom. Wolverine holds claws instead of just having them. That is how they get around it. It's fine. Just got to slide them in there, and then look, Wolverine has claws. Oh wait, can you see it? There? Let's see now. There, Wolverine has claws. One claw, gonna put another claw on. Big knife fork. Yes, what happened? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's not like dilly-dally around, and we'll get into the shenanigans. We'll put Wolverine there so you can see Wolverine. Um, there are only so many flights that go from my location in South Carolina, a reasonable distance away from my location in South Carolina. Uh, uh, I live near an airport, which is convenient like this, but it's a small airport. They only have 2 flights a day to Philadelphia. One is early in the morning, the other is in the afternoon. So I went with the afternoon flight because I was like, well, it's kind of nice not to wake up super early. I can get some stuff done in South Carolina, and then I'll just head in when it's time to head in. Oh, I have to find the right spot to build. I think it's right here. Yes, this is a good spot to build. We're going to build this Lego set as I talk. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just, like I'll get to the airport. I'll get there early. I'll get some food. There is unfortunately in my airport a Chick-fil-A, but there's also a Steak Shack, and they do chicken tenders at the Steak Shack. So I went to the Steak Shack and got chicken tenders, and it was good. It was tasty. And fries and drink, and just hung out. I did some work on my computer. I prepped for my panel tomorrow night. If you are, at least they didn't cancel the fight on you last minute. They did not. Everything was going surprisingly well. In fact, I will say this: you might have seen on my Twitter post. Things went so well because a package came before I left the house. A package that I was expecting came, and I didn't have to like leave it up to my parents to like get it and bring it in. I got to get the package on my own, and I was so excited about that. And I was like, oh, may have just eaten up all my luck for this weekend. And the answer to that question that I had for myself was, yeah, Pat, you did. Um, so we board the plane. Uh, it's a small plane, so everybody's bags, there's no overhead for big suitcases. My suitcase is not big. It was too big for that. So no carry-on suitcases like that. Um, so they take it, doesn't cost you any money. They put it on the plane directly. You don't have to go and pick it up at the gate or a baggage claim. It's a fine deal. So sure, give them that. Sit down. We board, we load everybody up, everybody's there. It's almost every seat taken, including the seat next to me. That's fine. The person sitting next to me is small. I'm on the aisle. It's going to be fine. Not worried about this shit. And then there's an announcement from everyone's loaded. We haven't done the safety briefing, but we get an announcement. And the announcement is, hey, this is your captain. The door, the passenger door, will not properly close. And so we're going to have maintenance come out, take a look at it. And while we're waiting for maintenance, why not doesn't everybody take all their stuff and get off the plane and go back into the terminal to wait there? Because if the maintenance comes and goes, we can't fix this door, then they got to take all the luggage off the plane. But they're like, you can't come back on and get your stuff. So everyone takes all their stuff. I then wait, get my bag that they checked at the gate, get that bag, uh, go and sit in the terminal, uh, sit there for a while. Hey, maintenance just came. We're going to take a look. Meanwhile, my phone is delaying. They're just delaying the flight. They're just going to delay the flight before they do anything else, just so that their system knows what's going on. We know what's going on. And then some people are frantic because they have connections in Philadelphia. So they're like, oh God, I'm not going to make my flight or my connection. Me, this is my final destination. I did not check a bag. So I'm like, everything's going to be okay, whatever. My only fear is this is American Airlines, but it's like the subs, they're, another little company running for American Airlines because it is a small plane. Oh my God, what if they don't have, at this airport, what if they don't have another plane? What if we have to wait for another plane to land? And what if that crew is going to take too long? It's a short flight. Anyway, um, I was supposed to land at 5:40 and we landed at 7:25. So that was bad. I will say that was bad. Now, got on the train from the airport to come here. That went fine. Everything was good there. Checked into the hotel room. And as I said, wait, that doesn't connect right. What did I do? That wasn't there. Sorry, friends. I'm just gonna. So at the end of the day, look, obviously, thrilled to be able to say that. Oh, okay. Clips underneath. Great. We're building our mech here. Thrilled to be able to say flight was fine, no problems. We didn't have to get on a different plane. We didn't have to wait. They didn't cancel it for the day. None of that. I get to the hotel. I check in. Things are looking good here. Everything's gonna be fine. Um, uh, they say everything's okay. You're all set. You can go up. And I'm like, I can just go up. And the guy's like, yep, you're all set. And I was like, just want to make sure that I'm all set. And he goes, yeah, you're all set, sir. And I was like, great, Mr. Patrick, he said, which is lovely of him. And so then I get in the elevator, come up to my room, because I have at that time about an hour to get this set up and to see if it even works. And I have to remember my password to the benefits program that I belong to, which is free, but means that I can use free Wi-Fi because you can't just use free Wi-Fi without being part of their thing where they can email you. It's fine. Um, and like make sure that works and find all that. And then literally I walk in the room and there is a call from the front desk to please come back down to the front desk. And I was like, I knew it. They're getting me. They got me. Um, this is the part of the stream where I let you know, because I am okay with you knowing, that I had assistance with this hotel room. This hotel room was provided for me, which is unbelievably generous and fucking lovely. And I will tell you that I would not be at PAX Unplugged without this generosity. This generosity is unbelievable, and I am very grateful for this opportunity to come to a convention and do a panel and hang out and maybe talk to people about working with them in the future so I could have some money working in industry that I want to work in. But anyway, to jump back, this room was provided for me. And I was under for a moment, a brief fucking moment. I was under the impression, I believed it, that I did not have to put a credit card on file for incidentals. And I was like, oh, they must have a card on file for other people, and I'm benefiting from that because they did not ask for a credit card or anything. But then they called me back down and they needed a credit card to put in incidentals. Also, it wasted my time because I was trying to get this stuff ready and find out what was going on with all this. But uh, look, will that money come back to me? Yes. Did I have to put money on hold for them in case I spend money on the room? Yes. Does that suck? Yes. Is that less money than I have to spend on fucking food? Also, yes. I am not destitute. I am not house poor. I am not going to go hungry this weekend. So you do not have to worry about that shit. But this is where I say that I really, really wish they had not called me to come down to put a card on file. That is that would be unbelievably phenomenal if they had not called for that. But they did. That's okay. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern in the Crab God Theater, which is on the first floor, which is in the floor below the entrance floor. You think the entrance is the first floor, you're wrong. The entrance is the second floor, and on the first floor is a bunch of weird stuff, including 2 small theaters. So that's where that theater is. The Crab God Theater, improvised postmortem. Will I have guests? TBA, to be honest. I am still confirming guests. I would love to say yes. I hope I will say yes. I imagine there will be a guest on this panel because I am waiting to hear back from a few people. I got a maybe and a no, and I am waiting to hear from a few other folks. Um, this is a tough convention to book for me and what I like to do because there are a lot of people who are not traveling, and I will not name them because they were coming. They were going to come from New York, and I've been talking about this, but they were tentative at best about coming from New York because they were like, I don't know if I want to take the train tomorrow, like on Friday, and just do a panel and then take the last train back, and I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, I can get you a badge no matter what. It's easy to get you a badge. I won't promote you. Just let me know. Well, they have fucking COVID, so they're not coming. I did get you know what? I want to do this. This sounds fun. And then I got actually, hey, I have COVID. So think pleasant thoughts about my unnamed friend, and the situation that they're fucking in. Um, but on the plus side, they didn't come here with COVID. So that's rad as hell that they did not come here with COVID and give anyone COVID. Um, do you have a new dance song to play if I redeem the dance reward? Yes, Lord Crashington, I do. Some people who were here before the stream started heard it. It is a Christmassy kind of dance song. It's not really that dancey, but it's definitely Christmassy. So we're going to play that right now. Let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough in the chat. But here you go. Thank you for hitting this using channel points. It's low, says Lord Crashington. Okay, I can turn it up here. Let me know if that's loud enough now. This is a Christmas song that is available through Stream Elements. It also is on YouTube and will not trip anything. It is a not fair use, but like Creative Commons use for streaming Christmas song. So you will be hearing that on my stream deck all month long. And you will also hear it now because I got the MP3 so that I could put it on this laptop. Thank you for using your channel points. Everything is, I couldn't hear a second of that. I was guessing what it sounded like because I do not have, while I have this on, I do not have it set as headphones. I found out that this is a one plug headphone mic combination, and my laptop does not like to send out both signals to it. It only likes to send one of the signals. So I only use it right now. I'm only using it for microphone, and it was just coming out of the speakers, and I could barely hear it because I have headphones on that are not doing anything. It it works. It just works. Anyway, my panel is tomorrow. I hopefully will have guests. It's the improvised postmortem. I have modified it slightly from last year. Last year, I had two guests, and we just took ideas from the audience because that seemed fun. So we would like we kind of did interact with the audience, and I don't interact with the audience that often in my panels, so it's kind of fun to try that. We haven't dropped any frames. That's incredible. Bit rate is probably not great, but we haven't dropped any frames, so I'll take that. So yeah, we kind of interacted with the crowd a lot more than I normally would, which is really fun. This time around, I have lots of ideas, and it's going to be with my guest way more cooperative than ever has before. It'll be like instead of coming up to the podium and everyone will contribute on the panel, and then we will do a segment where we will take, as if Q&A, but the Q&A specifically will be members of the audience can come up to the microphone and ask us for make requests. That's how we're going to frame it. Like, hey, you love our video games. Can you come up to the mic and let me know your favorite game that we've made, and we'll talk about it. So the premise kind of is instead of we're doing a bunch of short improvised postmortems from various developers. It's this is a celebrated game developer that has made a lot of games, and we're just doing it greatest hits and talking about all our best games. That is kind of the premise that we're doing there, and we'll interact with the audience some, and it will be now more than I normally interact with an audience. If you are at PAX Unplugged, please come. If you're not at PAX Unplugged, I will be filming it, and it won't be on this webcam. It will be on an actual camcorder, but I didn't. This laptop did not like the HDMI uh, um, capture card that I have. It did not like that at all. So instead, I'm using this webcam that I'm using right here. Used to be my overhead webcam, and my camcorder replaced it when I upgraded some system stuff, and I have the computer that can handle it. And it's just been sitting there. It's my backup for the camera that normally faces me at home. So this is my backup camera, which I took here just for this stream. But it doesn't. It's a Logitech webcam. It's like your basic ass decent webcam. So it's not like I was like, oh no, how am I gonna, like what am I gonna do? Uh, how am I gonna pack this? So yeah, the tripod that I'm using right now will be used to film the panel. I will be able to get audio from the soundboard, which I'm very excited about. And then I will just probably my goal on Sunday is to watch a lot of Sunday while I'm here. I don't think I'm probably going to go and play some games. I think mostly I'm going to be here in this hotel room, um, watching anime and editing the video so that I can put it up probably on Sunday. I would like to get it up on Sunday. I think this laptop is powerful enough for me to edit uh, the video to match the audio with the video. Um, if not, if this laptop is just like, what are you asking me to do? Who do you think I am? Then I'll edit when I get back to South Carolina. So that's the plan right now. Um, let's see. Can I do what I want to do here? I think I can do this. I think I can do. I want to still be able to see chat because hello chat. Thank you for being here. Let me just check this one thing here. Oh, Dia retweeted. That's lovely. Thank you, Dia. Um, Very kind of her to do that. Okay, great. Yes, now I can see chat, but also read uh, read the various things that I wrote down because it's time for us to talk about anime. Uh, and I've watched some anime, and I want to talk to you about some anime. So we'll do that. Hold on one second though, because for some reason that got small in a way that I don't like, but I don't know how to. Okay, well, sorry about it. Nope, I don't know why this is. Mm, okay, well, yikes. Sorry, everybody. Everything's good. Everything's good now. We're okay. All right, I'm gonna keep working on this, and we're gonna talk about some anime that I've watched the past couple days because I have had the opportunity to watch some anime. Um, let's talk about Do It Yourself. Oh, what a cute episode! So, last episode of Do It Yourself, Serafu had come up with this whole plan of like this idea of what they want to do with their treehouse. They've been getting the Do Yourself Club has been collecting items for a treehouse. They've been collecting materials to get going on the project here, and they're very close to getting ready to make that project a reality. Serafu was like, I feel like I haven't contributed enough. I'm going to work on my own project, and then I'll let you all know what's going on with that. So that's been several days. Then Serafu invites everyone, and also her next door neighbor, Miku, who is not part of the club, to come and see what's up. And then she reveals that she is going to build a house for her pet pig. Reminder, Serafu's pet pig is named Meat. Dog is named Dog, cat is named Cat, and the pig is named Meat. That is a reoccurring gag on the show because they eat a lot of pork in that house, and Meat is aware. Um, uh, and then they're like, you know what? We should make things for all your pets because you have a cat and a dog and a pig. And she's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, okay. Um, and then she's like struggling to kind of do it by herself because it's do it yourself. They're like, yeah, it's do it yourself, but like we're a team, so we can help each other. Um, and they're basically just like, hey, you're great when it comes to like coming up with ideas. You're a good idea person, but like there's some practical people in here. Trying to appeal to people that like, hey, you can make this work. You just gotta, you know, lean on some other people. Also, we find out Seraphou's good at school, which we knew that we don't know exactly why she didn't get accepted to. Oh no, yeah, we don't know exactly why she didn't get accepted to the good school, the smart school. We don't know that at all. She just didn't get in, but she's apparently very good at tests and does well in school, which is a surprising fact that we learned about Seraphou, who is kind of a lovable doof. Um, but yeah, she gets good grades. And then also we knew that the bookworm got good grades. Of course we did. And then, okay, so then we go end of the episode. Next day, they arrive. Hey, we've got all our materials. We're ready to go. It's time to actually build this cool treehouse. We got the blueprints done. We're ready. Except all of the materials are gone. We got ourselves some drama here, friends, because we don't know what's going on with that. The materials are gone. There's still some episodes left. Was it thievery? Was it an honest mistake? Uh, were they not supposed to store materials? We don't know. So that's Do It Yourself. Lovely show. I don't think this is going to be like drama, but it is like something that's happening. And I think it's not bad that we are seeing something happen on this show. Because we haven't really seen a lot. There hasn't been a lot going on. There was a lot going on in Reincarnated as a Sword. So there was like a creepy weirdo, mysterious weirdo, at the entrance of the party is they're going into a dungeon There's some other party members, other groups. We got our girl, Fran, and teacher, the sword, and they are they're a pair, and then they are partying with um, Amanda, who I do not enjoy because she is a weird person. But we get some backstory to make us like her more, I guess. But I just don't particularly enjoy her as a character. Didn't enjoy her in the manga. Don't enjoy her in the video game, or that anime, I should say. Video game. I don't enjoy her in the anime. Um, anyway, Amanda is like, hey, so the reason why I insisted on coming with you to this dungeon is that I lost companions in this dungeon years ago. So that's why I want to come with you. We finished our legs here of our mech. Now we're going to work on this is the mech rider for Wolverine to hang out in. So we'll keep going on this set, and we will work on an arm or a shoulder or something. Um, so anyway, uh, she's like, yeah, I lost some companions, and that led me the loss there led me to start helping out orphans because that's my thing. So along the way, they find booby traps and giant insects and trap spiders, which they collect the silk of, and that's a good thing to get those trap spiders. Uh, so Amanda gives Fran some lessons along the way, which is good for Fran because she does have some. She doesn't know have skills. She has a cool magic sword. Um, but it's like, oh, it's weird. You can use three elements, and then they learn thunder magic, which is cool. Uh, and then they're like, hey, as a thank you, here's some curry made by the sword, which Amanda's never had before because they don't have curry traditionally. She's just like, hell yeah, curry is great because this is a staple of reincarnation stories. Is that Japanese cuisine is very tasty to people in a fantasy world. They can't get enough of Japanese cuisine. Usually, how to prepare fish. Fish goes over very well, but in this case, it's curry. And curry's great. They're right. Um, so deeper in the dungeon, the trap spiders are now trick spiders, which means they have venom and they're stronger. And then everyone's like, hey, we're not ready to take on trick spiders, so let's get the fuck out of here. And they go to get ready to leave. But then two dudes in Crad's party, I forget their names, they bump into Fran and they land on a teleport square, which is which is a trap. Um, and they get teleported away without their weapons, which means that Fran no longer has a connection with Teacher, the sword, which is bad. And then apparently they get teleported to a trickster spider. So just like Pokemon, sometimes there's a trap spider, a trapper spider, or sorry, trap spider, trick spider, and then trickster spider. Sorry about that. I can't believe I got there. Too many spiders. You're right, Lord Crashton. I did not love this because there were a lot of spiders. Anyway, the spider is a big boss, and uh, it is big, and they don't have their weapons because of the teleport circle. Good night. Have a great PAX. Thank you, Harold. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great one. Appreciate you being here. Um, but Teacher and Fran, because of the teleportation circle, they can't reach each other. Uh, but luckily, Amanda picks up the sword because that's like Fran's sword. So Amanda's like, "Oh, I'll take the sword to you." Um, and Fran's like panicking because this sword is, telepathically like calming her down and helping her out. And now that sword is not there, and they can't communicate through telepathy. So she's freaked out. So this is a big ass cliffhanger going on the show. So we don't know what's going on with that. Um, let's see. Is it the right one? Uh-oh. Wait. Did I put the wrong one on there? I put the wrong one on somewhere. I did. Yes. I put the wrong piece on this foot. This foot is supposed to be like that. Nope, that's still wrong. Huh. Nope, that's right. So then, no, that's right. Okay, I did do it right. All right, great. Um, Hey, Firestar Man, subscribe to tier one. That's for 5 months saying Bartholomew Bear. Thank you so much, Firestar Man. Let's throw the emotes in the chat. I unfortunately do not have my sound stream deck here, so I cannot play sounds. I cannot play the applause sounds because I am in Philadelphia right now in a hotel room. So I appreciate Firestar Man you throwing in that tier one. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here for 5 months. And yeah, currently in a hotel room in Philadelphia, we are working on an easy Lego set. We took a pause from the Dark Hound because I wanted to stream here from the hotel room. I just arrived today, but what I didn't want to do, and I think that makes sense, friends, is I didn't want to bring all of my model kit stuff. I'm not going to fly with snipper clips, and also would not have had time to go buy them. So very glad that I did not make that. Very would have been a very silly mistake. I mean, I could get a hobby shop or something, but considering how late I got in from all my flight troubles, that would have been it would not happen. As it is, friends, I want to let you know that I have not eaten. I ate the a small bag of what do you call it? Pretzels on the plane, but I have not had a meal since about 2:30 local time. Um, so now I have to. Oops, this is the wrong piece. I put the wrong piece on it. I put the wrong piece on it. So after this, I get to go and see what's still open in this neighborhood. But you could hijack the plane if you bought flush cutters. Yes, but I did not. Yeah, I did not bring cutters. No plane shenanigans on my part. There were enough plane shenanigans without me, so happy about that. I did not contribute to that. Um, but yeah, I have to buy food when the stream is over. This will not be a 2 hour stream. I'm gonna let you all fucking know that. We will hang out once this kid is done because we're not done with it, but we're getting close. But this is not going to be a 2 hour stream. One, because I think that's rude for me to be, I'm in a hotel room. If it was an Airbnb, maybe I'd go longer, but I'm in a hotel room. I'm not going to talk past 10 p.m. on a Thursday. Much past 10 p.m. We'll go probably past 10, but not much past 10 p.m. on a Thursday. I'm not going to do that. That would be rude of me. We got to build the big hands. We got to build our big claws now. So we got to do one claw and then we'll do the other. Oh, I did want to talk about real quick. Again, I'm going to put a refresher here of the anime we're talking about here. Doomsday with My Dog. I love this little series on High Dive just to kind of complete the circle of talking about anime because we talked about the other two. The highlights of episodes 43 and 44 because they're 1.5 minute episodes, so it's easy to watch in bursts. Episodes 43 and 44. Haru is trying to conduct a psychological test, but does not enjoy that the results make Master mad. Tanuki steal a can, but it's okay because it's a can of Sturstroming. It's that fermented pickled herring, like the fish, the fermented and pickled fish. She's just had that can, and she could never bring herself to open it, so she's fine with the Tanuki stealing it, and they are not happy with the results, as you'd imagine. Haru gains some weight and learns that some of his instinct behaviors are not related to baseball. Haru keeps relating some of his instincts to like baseball themes, and it's just like, no, that's not why. You didn't know why you did stuff like that. Fun little couple episodes. I much prefer when there are weird aliens that show up in that show, and there were no weird aliens, so it was a little sad. And that completes my anime talk for the stream. So other than just whatever regular anime. Like, I will say this tonight when this is done, I'm gonna get food, and then I'm gonna switch these headphones to just be regular headphones instead of being a microphone, and I am going to watch this week's Mob Psycho season 3 because I have not watched the most current episode. I'm very excited for that. I have watched this current Chainsaw Man, and woof. I mean, good woof. Oof, maybe. Some of the 3D animation I'm a little bummed about. I think, I mean, the budget goes in different places. Maybe the custom outros they have, they don't necessarily need as much of, and maybe they could have spent a little bit more money on, you know, making it happen, and not relying on 3D CGI stuff. But it's fine. I understand why it comes in, but yeah, this is this season has a lot of brutal shows that are just like rough on the heart. I mean, some people are probably watching the second half, or the season two, I don't remember, of To Your Eternity, and that's a devastating show as always. Um, there's a lot of action that's brutal and fucking, in some ways, incredibly sad happening at on uh, uh, My Hero Academia, so that's a lot. But yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff happening out there. And then, as I said, the action and sadness inherent in Chainsaw Man is just unbelievable. Uh, but it's good. Now, as a part of the stream, I want to hear from you, friends. What are you watching? What are you playing? I myself, since we last streamed, which I streamed on Tuesday, and Tuesday stream, if you missed that, check out the VOD. Watch it on my YouTube. Do I have VODs? Is that the word? Is that the command? Yes. There's a link to my YouTube channel with the VODs. That is one of the best bonus streams I've done in a long time. We watched WWE 2K22 matches that I had pre-recorded that were all CPU versus CPU matches. And almost every all the 8 matches, only one wrestler was an actual wrestler from the video game, Tony Storm, who is no longer part. She was like released by WWE and is now a former women's champion in AEW. Uh, and her hair was the worst hair in the game somehow. And some people worked on that instead of just, some person uploaded it. This was like a real person worked on that. Like a real person paid by WWE. But I want to hear from you in the chat, friends. What are you working on? What are you playing? Are you watching anything? Checking stuff out? Catching up on media? Taking a break from stuff? Excited about any video games? I'd love to hear from you. Um, I myself, like I said, I played that on Tuesday. I'm getting ready. Today is obviously December 1st, so new season of Hearthstone, or new month of Hearthstone, an expansion coming next week. So I've been prepping for that a little bit, trying to get stuff ready for that. There's some theory crafting happening. I've been paying attention to new cards. I don't know if the Death Knight is exactly what I'm looking for, but I think some of the legendaries that are coming out. There's the core set legendaries, and then there's some new legendaries that seem unbelievably overpowered in a way that I'm very excited about. So, okay, so we got a hand here. Let me just go to this. Yeah, got hands here, and then we can put on some blades here because this is a mech, but it's Wolverine's mech, so it needs to have blades. It's got to have the blades. Lashbrook says, honestly, not a lot. Been some real long days of work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Been trying to finish out the season in Marvel Snap. Oh, hell yeah. Get that season done. I'm way behind in Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap is the game that I'm just gonna like not have time to play in the next few days. I just know it. Being here for PAX, I'm probably going to be like decompressing at the end of the night with Hearthstone. So I will keep up, especially with the expansion coming out next week. I definitely want to get some Hearthstone in, to kind of keep my dailies done at least log in, try to get a daily that I can finish in a short period of time and get those all completed. Aristophan says, sorry, which is about 40 hours into God of War. The end is near, and it's been fun. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying, the Ragnarok. That's cool. Also, Lord Crashington says, I played the prologue demo that released for I Am Jesus Christ on Steam, which had very rough performance, but at least something interesting to see how it is as a game. Okay, yeah, I have, I would say no interest in that game, but I'm glad that you're you are checking it out, trying to see what's up with that thing. But yeah, that's something I'm like, man, I'm good. Um, I am looking forward to uh, uh, seeing what's up and checking out a bunch of fun things here at PAX Unplugged. I will probably play Inhuman Condition again. I own the game, but it is currently in storage in New York because I don't have anyone to play games with. But the creators of the game are around, and I really love playing against them because they're the best at it. Probably. So it's very fun to try to trick them. That is a really fun game. Uh, so I'll be checking that out. I'm going to go to the first look, the demos. If there is last year, you may remember that I painted a Warhammer, like an introductory free Warhammer, like a introduction to paint. If that is still there this year, I will do that again because that was really fun, and I want to see if I'm any better than I was the last time I did it. But this is it. We got some extra pieces here, just a couple little extra pieces, bonuses. But this is our Wolverine mech. Uh, Wolverine just here in a mech thing. Uh, the idea of Wolverine in a mech is very silly to me. This is just a way to they made these for like I think we built an Iron Man one of these or a Hulk one. They make these for just about every hero in Marvel, and DC as well. Lego does all these, but I think they're kind of cool, and I just love the idea of giant mech claws for Wolverine. That is just fun to me. So wanted to wanted to build that. Let's that so that's it for the build portion. But we'll hang out for a little bit. We'll go to an hour. So let's go to this. I'm gonna cough, pardon me. I cannot get water. Well, I could get water. I could go. I do have cups in here. I did not get water, I should say. I could go get water, but I don't have it available right within shot. But yeah, this weekend, no stream this Saturday as a reminder for friends. But I will be back on Monday. I will be back in South Carolina. All I have to do is just set up my camcorder, which is the overhead camera. I just have to set that back up, but everything else will be ready to go. Um, and even if I'm delayed on the flight, my flight lands at noon. So I would have to be very, very delayed to not make it in time for y'all to see what's up and stream at 9 o'clock because I just have to roll in and then go. I don't have to worry about anything. So that'll be good. That'll be real easy. But yeah, this weekend got a panel tomorrow. Gonna meet up with some friends and see some people. Gonna play some games. Like I said, I really want to do if available, that Warhammer painting again because it was really relaxing. But obviously I have a panel, but really this is about like running into friends, seeing people I haven't seen in a year. There will be a few people I haven't seen because it's in 2 years because they weren't at last unplugged. Maybe I saw them at like PAX East 2020. Maybe the last time I saw a few people. So um, happy to maybe run into some friends and have a good evening, I guess, or a good weekend. And then, like I said, Sunday I'm going to recoup here mostly. I might run out to go see some stuff. Um, the McElroys are the guests of honor for PAX, and they're doing like the opening ceremonies thing, which I don't think I'm going to attend. I might, but I probably won't. Story time. They're doing it like in the afternoon on Friday, so I might go to that. Uh, because usually you can get into the big panels because they got a lot of room in their big room. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna see who's around really. Um, and then here's one thing I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have some crab fries. And before you ask, I'll just tell you. There are no fries. Oh, sorry, there are fries. There's no crab in the fries. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I'm tired and a little out of it and hungry. There's no crab in the crab fries. It's just Old Bay seasoning. If you get crab chips, it's just Old Bay. There's a place in the convention center that sells French fries seasoned with Old Bay, and they're called crab fries, and they're very good. And I'm going to eat those probably for lunch, maybe for dinner. I do want a cheesesteak. I don't know if anything's. I don't think I'm going to be able to get cheesesteak tonight because I do have to go find a place that's open. Um, but I did see a probably very cheap, probably not great chicken place. Even though I had chicken for lunch, I definitely would be fine with just getting some chicken tenders or something, or a chicken sandwich. So I'm gonna go see what my options are. I'm gonna have some fun. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to play some first looks. I'm going to try out some games, so I'll be able to. I'll keep a running tally. I'm going to have my phone with me, obviously. Go to the cheesesteak place, Dr. Oz went to. I mean, so the convention center is right near the market. Um, uh, the big it has several. It has a diner in it, which is where I'm going to have dinner probably on Saturday, I believe. Um, which is great, great food there. But there's a bunch of stuff in that market which is closed now for me, but will be open tomorrow. And oftentimes it's just totally worth it just to go to that market and get some food there. And they have two places that sell cheesesteaks right in there. That is where I get my cheesesteaks. So that is going to be lunch or dinner tomorrow. Saturday, I think I'm going out probably because I'm going to an industry launch party. A company is launching a game here at PAX, and they're having a party, and I was invited because a friend of mine works for that company. Shout outs to Joe Kim, who we've rated before. Joe Kim is here for work, and hopefully I'll be able to see him tomorrow. Gotta catch up. Also, one more thing I want to play. Last year I played Giant Carcassonne. It is Carcassonne with giant pieces, and I want to do that again because that was silly and fun. Um, I'm going to take a photo of this now. I'm going to take a photo of the. You can't see that there. If I do that there, great. So, but yeah, I don't want to go past 10 p.m. because I am in a hotel room. Again, it's one thing if you're in an Airbnb because you're just like somewhere, who cares? But there are people around, and I would like to kind of be quiet. So I'm going to go headphone mode. Uh, and I guess I'll take a photo of just Wolverine. This is a great classic Wolverine. I'll put this on this camera here. You can see great classic Wolverine. You can see right there. It's a great Wolverine minifig. Get nice and close there. We are delayed more than I normally am, and that makes sense because all things considered. The fact that this worked, that the hey, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not going to say what hotel I'm in. It's in Philadelphia. And the Wi-Fi here, the free Wi-Fi, if you sign up for their emails, their free membership, is phenomenally good. This is a really solid Wi-Fi, all things considered here. I have dropped 0 frames. I wouldn't risk it. I'm not going to keep streaming, but right now, thumbs up. Time to relax. Yes, it was much longer day because I did a bunch of work at home. I was working on a project for a unrelated, like, data entry bullshit job. So I was doing that, uh, and thankfully that's done. Um, so now I can just kind of I'm going to go get some food and I'm going to watch some anime, catch up on some YouTube videos, read some manga because maybe some manga that I like came out. I don't know. I had a part separator tonight, which I did not need, thankfully, but I have that because I am going to save this kit and then take it home with me. And I got a kit in a Ziploc bag. There it is. That's all it is. We're gonna raid. That's how we're gonna end tonight's stream. We're gonna end tonight's stream with a raid. We're gonna find somebody doing cool stuff out there that we want to go send some support to, because that is nice of us to do. So we'll do that now. We're gonna find somebody out there who's doing stuff that we want to go hang out with. Let's find out. Uh, Whoops. TV/me. I'm gonna look at my own stream so I can get a list of people that I follow who are streaming. Make that a little slow there. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go raid my dear friend Ramona. Thanks for the impromptu stream. Well, thank you, yeah, Aristovan. Yes, thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, my buddy Ramona Vectroid, Vectroid Live, um, is doing a fundraiser. She's watching some really weird, old, and in some instances, completely terrible DVDs, She's also launched a bunch of mixes that are coming out, a whole schedule for her Patreon. So consider joining her Patreon. But at the very least, we're gonna go raid Rara and hang out there because you're gonna watch her and some guests on Discord just watch some terrible, unbelievably terrible DVDs that are fun to watch and laugh at. Um, and I think it'll be a good time. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's hit the raid button there. Um, yes, yeah, and the channel has follower or subscriber only chat, which is fine, but we'll hang out there. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll be back on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, back in South Carolina. Thanks all so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.